a spider. Ew. Okay. Cut. Guys, guess what came yesterday? Guess my dress form. I'm so excited. Finally have a dress form. I've been wanting one for so long and I finally saved up for a professional dress form. We're gonna unpackage it. I have to bring it upstairs. Hopefully it's not too heavy. But yeah, let's... This is so exciting. It looks so nice from what I can see. I'm gonna cut. You're gonna see me with this already set up. If you want to see me actually putting this all together, should be a reel out. If not, there should be a reel coming soon. Okay, don't mind the mess, but this is her and it's pinnable. Here, I'll bring the camera closer. She's pinnable. Oh, she's pinnable. She comes with these removable shoulders, but I don't know if I'm ever even gonna keep them on and just use it without it and just have like that part. She's a bit wobbly, but I realized once I like actually lock the wheels, she becomes a bit more stabilized. So I'm probably gonna mostly keep the wheels locked. When I was looking for mannequins, I came across the shop. That was the only place that I could find that like wasn't a scam. It didn't too expensive. It was like a somewhat reasonable price. And I knew this was gonna be more of an investment. It wasn't gonna be like oh, I'm gonna be buying more of these. She's gonna be the one for a while unless I like, I don't know, start making dresses for people or something. We're gonna be working together. Let's get back to the rest of the video. Guys, I'm so excited for this video. Okay, let me do my intro. Hi, hello, and welcome. My name is Shelly Fernandez, and this is my YouTube channel where I sew things. Today, it's a special video, and I'm actually really excited to film this video. Honestly, let's just get into the video. This video is going to be kind of like a longer video. This is something a bit different, but you'll see. As we all know, sorry, if I'm looking down, I'm looking at notes. Today is Friday, May 9th. As we all know, the Met Gala happened the past Monday. The theme of the Met Gala this year was Superfine Tailoring Black Style. I saw the theme and I like went on the Met website and I was like, I need to do a dress. I feel like that would be so much fun. So here we are. This is gonna be me making a full-on fit from scratch. The catch is I went out and like thrifted basically everything. I thrifted everything, like I'll get into it. Let's talk about the theme first. So the theme, like I said, Superfine Tailored Black Style. I'm just gonna kind of read what they have on the website, just so we can get a feeling of the theme. I mean, most people, if you were watching the story, you probably already was interested in the Met and fashion and stuff. So just for context, the Met Gala Spring 2025 exhibit. Let me lock in. Okay. It presents a cultural and historical examination of Black style over the hundreds of years through the concept of dandyism. In the 18th century Atlantic world, a new culture of consumption, fueled by the slave trade, colonialism, and imperialism, enabled access to clothing and goods that indicated wealth, distinction, and taste. Black dandyism sprung from the intersections of African and European style traditions. I actually really like this theme, just because it's really highlighting Black style and how Black people in the 18th century would like express themselves basically, even with all the circumstances that were going on. And I do want to go to the Met this year to see the exhibit. Now that we know what this Met's theme, let's get into my design. I'm instead of holding it up like I usually do, I'm going to just put a picture. Okay. So I'm gonna just talk about how I really came up with the design. So first thing I did was look up the theme and like read about what I just read basically. Also, this is kind of a last minute video. I like wanted to do this basically a week or two ago, and then I started planning it last week kind of and got everything last weekend. The way I kind of came up with this design, first, yeah, I went on their website to look at their pictures and it was just like tailored clothing. I also went on Pinterest and looked up the theme on there and just to see what pop up for inspiration and stuff. As I was doing that, I kind of like came up with ideas in my head and I would just write them down on post-it notes. So when I got to actually going to draw, also by the way, if you're looking to draw like fashion stuff and dresses and stuff, I don't like draw out the template, like the body by myself. I print out and I trace over it because it's just so much faster and easier to do that and then draw over the template and then erase like the guidelines. Just a note there. So with this dress, I wanted to make corset out of ties, but I didn't want the whole corset to just be ties. I feel like it would look very, I don't know, weird, maybe chaotic. So I guess I just added that little swoop that's gonna be black. I knew I wanted to have like a black skirt. I didn't just want it to be a plain like pencil black skirt. I feel like that would be very basic. I decided to do kind of like pencil black skirt and then like flared out at the bottom, as you can see, like a, I guess, mermaid type style. That's the base of the whole outfit. Then we can kind of get into the jacket. So my first idea was just to do like a long jacket. Decided it was a bit boring. So I kind of took a copy of my design, drew over it with highlighter, as you can see, which is actually such a smart idea. And I kind of came up with this jacket that was kind of cinched at the waist and then had a little flare. I showed my sister this and she kind of gave me the idea to make the flaring at the side a bit more dramatic, so it's a bit more campy. I don't know. I want to do it. It's just how... I have a few options, but we'll get to that later. I'm gonna try to do that because I think it would be really cute. And then I just have the fedora hat on. That's like was one thing that I saw in like basically all the pictures I was looking at. They all have fedora hats, like, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna get one and then I'm probably gonna return it afterwards when I'm done using it because I don't need it. Oh, and the kind of theme color of this design is like red and black. I feel like the corset is really gonna be the red because it's like different patterns. It's not like all the same. And then everything else is basically just gonna be black. So that's the design. So I guess now we get into actually starting to make the dress. And I want to have this done by Sunday so I can take pictures and like videos. And then I have time to like edit it next week and get it out the week after that. So I have all day today and then some of Sunday. Whew. So we really gotta get to work. I might be pulling all-nighters. We'll see. Today's agenda. I should probably write this down, but I'm just gonna say it out loud. I need to get done draping the pattern, the final draft for the top and the top lining, and then also the skirt part. And I want that all done to like fit on me, obviously. My dress form, I got a dress form. My dress form, she's not exactly to my size, she's close to my side. Like, I need to sew all the ties together and have that done, so I guess I'd have to do that first. I would have to do that. Let me add that to my list. Sew all the ties together and maybe have everything cut out for tomorrow. Maybe. Let's get to actually draping the fabric onto the mannequin and start the process. Here she is. So I already kind of did the style lines for the corset just because I didn't really want to stress about it, but maybe in like another video or like a reel or something, I'll show how I made this design. Okay, yeah, we have the front draped up and then we also have the back. I only did half of the back because I'll just cut two of this out, cut two of this out. Well, could also be for these two sides. I didn't do that for the front just because there's like an actual design in the front, so I couldn't copy this for this side too, or else it would look super not the way I want it to look. I'm gonna have to add style line for the lining because this can't be a pattern for the lining just because I'm adding boning and I need the boning to go the whole way up to cover the whole thing for support. The skirt part is a whole different thing and we'll get to that. I'm gonna focus on draping this first before I go work on the skirt. Time lapse time. I'm done. It is like almost 12 o'clock and I finally finished draping the top front and the back. Okay, here's the thing. I had a feeling this part was going to be difficult and I was in denial and I was trying to drape it. It was too difficult, like, because this is so curved. I can't just like stick fabric and try to put it over it if I want it to look good. So I had to make it into 3 parts, which is fine. The bust, an inch or 2 bigger than my bust, and then the waist is like an inch or 2 smaller than mine, which isn't a huge difference. I'm thinking, since this is a corset, maybe I just keep it this way and have it cinched. But there is a possibility that it might not fit. That's why I'm trying to figure out, okay, how am I gonna even, like, if I even want to, make her bigger? So that's the dilemma. I'm gonna take my first break. This probably won't make a difference because I'm not gonna add my usual like breaks into this video just because I know it's gonna be, I feel like it's already gonna be such a long video. I don't need to make it even longer. I'm gonna take my break and think about it, and then we'll be back to take it off and put it on the paper. Let's do that. I'm gonna go pattern these out, put it on paper, and then I think I'm gonna cut out like a draft, the extra fabric I have, put it on my body, and then just see how that fits, and then figure out how much I actually need to like add to the corset. It shouldn't be too much. Let's go do that. By the way, it's already 1 o'clock. I feel like I am moving really slowly, but we need to pick up the pace. We have 2 days to do this. Girl, let's go. Okay, so after hours of cutting and patterning and sewing, I finished the draft. I don't think I have to change anything. I actually just put it against my body to see how it would look. And I think for a corset, I kind of want it to be a little bit smaller so it kind of, you know, cinches me in. I think I'm done with the top pattern piece. I can show you the draft. Keep in mind it's a very rough draft, like very. Okay, so this is how kind of it would look. It's a bit rough. So this is done, and I have all the pattern pieces like named and like cut and done already for tomorrow. Let's work on the skirt now. Gosh, I feel like I haven't talked in a while. I did the skirt. My hair. I did the skirt pattern. There was a bit of a dilemma. I tried to just like YOLO it and like draw out the skirt as you saw. It didn't work, so I just made it so it was half the skirt, and then when I go to actually cut it out, I'll just have to fold the fabric in half and it'll be one. It was just easier to do that way than trying to make it like the full size. I'm debating on whether if I want to like test out this pattern piece or not, because I only got 1 chance with that fabric, and if I mess it up, I don't know what I'm gonna do. This might be crazy, but I'm gonna YOLO it. I'm not gonna test out the pattern just because I don't think I have any scrap fabric that is this big, and then I can make 2 of them. That's a lot of fabric. I'm hoping the pattern is a bit bigger than what I did, just because if it doesn't fit me, I can just take it in after I cut it out. Crossing my fingers. I think I'm done with all the patterns today. This took me literally like, I feel like 8 hours, this whole like work shift. What was I gonna do today? Finish the pattern and testing out check, done. I was supposed to cut out the fabric. I'm not gonna do that. I feel like I need a break because I still need to do the one lining, but at least I'm only have to do 2 of them. Thank the Lord. I don't want to do the whole thing. That took me longer than I thought it was going to take. Maybe because also I'm literally filming and I'm moving the camera everywhere, and that's taking up time as well. I need to at least try to prep as much of the ties as possible, like getting it all sewn together, or else tomorrow is just going to be a super long day. I need to get basically everything done tomorrow. And I didn't have time to get the lining today. I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but I probably am gonna do it. So yeah, let's prep the lining and then go from there. Day 2. It's like almost 7:20. I basically just woke up. I was planning on wake up earlier, but it's fine. Yesterday we worked on pattern, getting that finished and done. So today we're gonna just be like cutting, sewing, trying to get basically everything done before tomorrow. First, okay, I'm trying not to talk a lot long just because I don't have time to. First, we're gonna be working on the skirt. Cut out the lining first, sew it together, and then try it on. See how that fits, and then go to the regular fabric and do the same thing. And then I have to add the zipper, and then I have to go into adding the tulle. It's 7 o'clock right now. I want to be done by 12:01ish so I can start working on the corset. I can work up until like 4 o'clock, then I have to get ready to go somewhere. I don't know if I'm gonna do anything with the jacket. I don't know if I have literally any time. Maybe I can figure something out tomorrow if I have everything done here, but let's hope I can rush this but still make it good. Okay, so now that we have the main fabric sewn together, I did leave the bottom part like open like this because I'm gonna add like a big triangle piece just to make the bottom a bit bigger. I'm gonna add the zipper. Wait, no. Okay, this is my plan. I'm gonna add the lining on, then I'm gonna add the zipper, and I'm gonna try the skirt on again. And then I know I need to take in some on the side where there isn't a zipper, and then that's when I can add the pieces at the bottom and work on the tulle. Okay, let's do that. This is how it's going along. It's actually going really well. Time is doing good. I'm doing good on time. I have both sides done and it fits really well. Don't know how I finessed this, but it worked out. So this is my next move before I add like the triangles on the side, because right now it's open. I'm gonna take in to my knees just a little bit because I want it to look a bit more dramatic. It is giving very prom dress or like formal attire right now. It's cute. But yeah, we're gonna take in to the knee a little bit more and then start adding the tulle. this eats so hard. Like, this looks so good. Oh my gosh, I should have made my own prom dress. Like, why didn't I do that? This looks so good. I can't really walk. Like, I'm quite literally gonna be walking like a duck, but this looks so good. And I'm ahead of schedule. It's like 10 o'clock, I think. This looks so good. And I'm really happy with the way it turned out. I was a little bit nervous. Okay, so what I did, so I didn't bring the lining the whole way down to the bottom. I brought it to my knees, and then I literally sewed on like 2-inch tulle right here, and then I sewed on the rest of the tulle. But yeah, this is what it's giving the poofiness, the dramaticness, and I'm so glad I took it at the knees a bit more because it really giving that like dramaticness I want from the drawing I drew. Oh, okay. We gotta keep pushing. Okay, so since I have this done, I'm gonna hem the skirt, and I think I'm gonna keep it the length. Let's hem this, and then we're done with the skirt. I'm so proud of myself. I thought I was gonna be rushing and struggling, but I'm not. Yeah, let's go do that.
Anywhere you go, give it all. Anywhere you said, anywhere.
A bit of dilemma. I wasn't recording. I ran out of storage. I need to figure that out, but I also need to go do the thing I need to do. It's like 4 o'clock right now. I finished corset and I finished adding in the lining to it. I just need to basically close it off and then add the zipper, and then I'm done. Oh wait, I need to add boning. So I need to add boning, then close it, and then the zipper, and then I'm done. Hopefully my storage thing gets figured out. I think it's because I have literally all my, like when TikTok was getting banned, I downloaded all my favorites, and I need to figure out a way to store them so they're not on my phone, taking up basically all my storage. Yeah, next clip I will be adding in boning. Guys, this is the final reveal. Now we're gonna take pictures and videos for my Instagram and Reels. Final reveal. Okay, ready? Ta-da! This is the dress. And then I have a hat and a blazer. That's where I take pictures. But what do you guys think? It looks so cute. I really like it. It turns out just like the pictures. A second to serve. Well, hold on.
Victoria what?
Who's Victoria?
Yes! Okay, so this is all up because I want to do like a mini photo shoot for this so I can have a bunch of content to post because I worked so hard to make this and I'm proud of it. It looks so cute. If you want to see the content, it will be on my Instagram, trust. I'm just going to take some clips and then I'll do the conclusion at the end. Okay, so let's talk about the conclusion. The conclusion is I love this and I ate this up. Not gonna lie, halfway through I was like, why am I doing this to myself? In the end, this looks so good, and I think I'm gonna do more of like these. Maybe not as much because it is kind of a lot of money. I have to gather up all the material. Maybe if I plan it out better, because this was very last minute and I was kind of rushing to even find like all the material to make this. Details of this dress. 1, the corset. Yeah, these are all ties. This is curtains, and this is curtains too. This is the same fabric. I added these triangles on the side just to make it a bit more dramatic and flared. This is tablecloth. This is all from the thrift store. The only thing that isn't from the thrift store is this tool. I already had it from like a long time ago and I have not used it, and I thought this would be perfect, and the construction was actually genius. But other than that, yeah, this is the whole details of the dress. It looks literally so good. Yeah, so this is my interpretation of Superfine tailoring black style. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I think I might do this every single year for every Met Gala to come, because it was fun and it was a challenge, and I'm so glad I got to use my dress form for the first time. Yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments, and check out all my other content that I'm going to be posting on Instagram and TikTok and everything. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you want to and check out all my other videos. Bye. Thank you for watching. Bye.